Hey guys, it's Lou Torres, John Hoke, and Jeremy.
How's it going?
We're here to bring you another installment from JVH Sports Performance. Today's video is going to be on squats and their variations. At first, we're going to show you a goblet squat with two different weapons or tools. But first, John will show you a goblet squat with the kettlebell.
Upside down grip.
Yep.
You can rest on your chest if you want. Full depth.
That's just like a beginner stage. It just shows and tells how to keep the back tight and upright. Another variation, if you don't have kettlebells, you could always do it with a dumbbell. And this is almost impossible to do wrong because of what it does to your arms and back. Squat down, come back up.
Moving on.
Move on to a teaching tool that we have using the box squat. It's a lot of somewhat negativity towards box squatting, but we do use it as an aid to help people. So from here, John's going to unrack the bar, squat down holding a tight arch, sit on the box lightly, come back up. Good. That's a box squat. Again, we're just using that as an aid to teach how to shoot the hips back. And again, now we'll take out the box and show what a real deep squat looks like. You're going to hold that same position, whatever your mobility and shoulder width stance should be. Squat down, all the way down, holding that tight arch. Elbows up, not back, elbows up. Wrench them forward and back. Good. Moving on, we'll go right on to another variation called Zercher squats. These are excellent for any type of athlete, but especially the way you have to cradle it, it engages the core more, and just a good variation. So you want to come in, cradle it in the crook of your arms.
You get that?
Same thing as squatting down. Elbows are going to end up in between the legs, and you can come up and down. Moving on, one of the most difficult things of a variation of a squat that you could do is an overhead squat. There's tons of stuff going on in every hip, every joint in the whole body. So John will perform the rep. Now this is definitely not a beginner stage, but just a bit of a variance there. And if you could get some coaching while you're doing it, because I wouldn't want you guys to do stuff wrong. And our last one, we'll show you our personal favorite, 3 variations of front squats. Now, our first one's going to be with the regular wrist wrap. Some people are just too tight up top.
Get these.
Too tight up top to do what's called a full clean grip, which we'll show you. But what you can do is use wrist straps, and it'll allow you to actually get up in there, get the bar on top of the delts. Exactly, squatting up and coming down. Good. Now say you don't have wrist straps, and a lot of people, tons of people use front squats as far as, I used to call it the crisscross grip, whatever they may be. But what you can do is have your fingers and thumbs like this, and that thumb position is going to help you hold it right up against your throat and whatnot. And what happens with most people is that the load gets basically too heavy, and when they come out of the bottom, they tend to fall forward. So basically, you're kind of fighting gravity in 2 directions, trying to go up, and you're trying to do a sort of a good morning at the same time. But John will show you that anyway. One, we'll show with a full clean grip that if after we catch it clean in the bottom, we're going to go with the full 4 fingers at first. This is ideally where we want everybody.
Back.
And last but not least, let's just say you find that extremely painful, your wrist hurt from doing that, and you're saying, I don't want a front squat like this. You can do a variance of just 2 fingers. So just 2 fingers are going to go on there. You're going to go up, you possibly find most people find that a lot more comfortable. And it's the same exact thing. That's all our different squat variations and progressions. And basically we'll come to you, later on we'll get into an article about how and why each benefit has of squatting. But this is Lou Torres, John Hoke, and Jeremy behind the camera.
What's up?
Coming to you from JVH Sports. Later.